Rotary Aviator Troy Breckenridge, Warrant Officer. You stand before me to be decorated by valor and courage in the face of an enemy while in flight on active duty near Long Bin Post on August 3rd, 1971.
Sir?
You navigated through hostile territory, flying an average cruising speed of over 120 knots per hour, flying just inches above the treetops to avoid ground fire.
Sir?
With limited visibility because of the foliage, and while scrutinizing the land and air in all directions, you were able to sight, monitor, and ascertain the threat of an enemy hostile on a known VC trail through the jungle below.
Thank you, sir.
This is humbling. My hands are shaking just reading this.
Please continue, Lieutenant Samuel.
Yes, sir, I will continue, but first I would like to expand on something you said during your stirring message to the troops. Now, you had mentioned the rules of war. Aviator Breckenridge is very familiar with that document. We were discussing it last time you were in my office. Do you remember that, Aviator Breckenridge?
I think you should stick to the prepared remarks.
I will, sir. Now, Aviator Breckenridge is very familiar with this document. You said you read it every night before you go to bed. Is that right, Aviator Breckenridge? Or were you making some kind of joke?
I order you to put the book down and award it with medal.
You knew you weren't stopping a hostile on his way to make an attack on a military base, didn't you?
He ignored our orders to stop.
You shot me without suspicion or good cause, didn't you?
He was VC.
How did you know?
He was on a known VC trail, and he was carrying explosives.
He was carrying like chickens to market!
He was a fucking VC!
Because he didn't obey your Huey's orders to stop riding dismount, correct?
That's right, he wouldn't dismount.
He wouldn't dismount, correct?
You're damn right he wouldn't dismount.
Dismount what?
What?
Why wouldn't he dismount? His horse? No! Min didn't have a horse. It was his bicycle. The bicycle you said never existed.
I told you I don't remember no bike. You're the only one who wants to talk about this stupid bike. He was VC, and we erased him, as we are instructed to do so.
And you are certain he was VC?
I am.
You are sure?
I am sure!
Because that's a known VC hotbed along that trail, correct?
That's right.
Then why did you land?
What?
Why did you land, putting yourself, your crew, and your craft in danger? Was it to make sure that the hostile was indeed neutralized?
Yes, it was. We wanted to make sure he wasn't just plain dead.
You couldn't see his body riddled with bullets, just feet above him in the air?
We were making sure.
Or were you landing to take his bicycle as your trophy?
I told you there was no bike!
You told me you'd never land in a hot zone!
We have no evidence there was a bicycle, Lieutenant.
Oh, but we do, Colonel, with all due respect.
Whatever.